Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are back. Yeah, we are back. Screw it. I'm going with it. I'm keeping it. We are back once again with our wonderful magic campaign. I am so excited to be here. I also realize I didn't link the music. Give me a second. I will just press that button there. There we go. And then I will turn it down. It will always be too loud. There we go. Yes. Anyway. Yes, this is our wonderful second Kids on Brooms campaign. We are back. We're going to college. Can someone remind me why I invited everyone back again? I'm sitting here now going, it was good on paper. But anyway, I will introduce myself first. My name is Hedgehog. I use speaking pronouns, and I can be found all over the internet at Hedgehog UK. I don't post anywhere, I'll be honest now. I've given up on the internet in general. Intend to only use it for TTRPGs now. But we do have a Discord. I do post in there. I post memes a lot. I'm the only person who posts memes. So maybe join our Discord and maybe either like mine or post your own. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves, and I am going to roll a d4. And if it lands on Agent P, it lands on Agent P. What can I say? I told you, I'm coming out of this gunning this time. My mistake last time was giving you 4 episodes to run around and then catch up with you. No. This time I'm coming in before we even started the episode. No, it landed on Rice.
Hello, hi, I'm Rice, Rice Cakes, they, she pronouns. You may have seen me around this channel, but in other things. Or you may have seen me in other channels who are friends with this channel. I don't know. Or maybe you have seen me on Twitter or Blue Sky at the original Res where I draw, because I like drawing. This is my first time here, so on playing with kids on brooms. Like, I play kids on bikes, but brooms is something new for me, so fingers crossed that I don't mess up from first session. I don't know.
You'll be fine.
Do I also have to introduce my character?
No,
Or?
you can leave the character for this time because it's episode 1. We'll do characters later. Okay. Also, it's worth pointing out the wonderful character ticker, which is like there. All the art in there is done by Rice.
Oh,
it is amazing. It only took us a sequel to get art of our characters.
If I had free time, I had free time. I mean, the life of a college student is hard, but autism wins.
I am going to let Leah go next.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. I mean, you've probably seen me before in season 1, but I am Leah, or Chasm. And I play a lot of Pokemon. And you can find me on Instagram at a musical witch. I'm very excited to start again. We'll see where the chaos goes. And I did remember that I now have reality warping, so it's time to mess up Hedge's plans as much as we can.
So here's the thing. I didn't think we'd get to season 2. So for the final couple episodes, I threw everything at the wall and was like, hey, yeah, no, we'll give you all this amazing stuff. You're never going to use it. And then we were like, oh, no, season 2 is not a good idea. And it was only after session 0 did I go, oh, I gave you all that, didn't I? Oh, this could prove
It's fine. You
problematic.
can work with it.
It's
You can work with
fine.
it.
It's fine. It's not like reality's in trouble or anything. Anyway, we'll move across and we'll go to Bard.
And Bart just realized that they're muted. Hi, everybody. I'm Bart. You can find me anywhere on the internet as Bart with many names. I'm a German screenwriter and voice actor. We all know the things we all do. Somehow, everybody in space does the same. You can find me on Tuesdays here. On Thursdays, you can find me at House of Dreams with starting this week with a wonderful, wonderful vampires campaign, DM'd by Callum. And every other Friday, also this week, you can find me on Pantsless Table, where I play at what's it called? Blades in the Dark. Thank you, Brain. I needed that, Brain. You're welcome, Brain. At a Blades in the Dark game where I'm playing the spider of the group and silently crying into my pillow because I'm trying to reign chaos, and chaos is eternal. Did I miss anything? I think that's it. I'm playing Felix, the cookie baking happy small soft boy who can now talk to plants and control lightning.
And yeah, oh god, again, I forgot. Anyway.
Okay, Edge, you're right. I can't control lightning. I can control the weather and electricity.
I think you're right,
Yes.
actually.
Yes, you gave me 2 votes.
Yes, I did. Right, before you come with anything else, I just say yes to, because I can't actually remember what I said. We'll go to Agent P.
Hello, everyone. I'm Agent P. I use they, them pronouns. You could find me on the internet at Blue Sky, at theagentp.bluesky.social, or on Instagram at the.agent.p. You'll find me here for the foreseeable future, much to Hedge's discontent.
No!
And
What gave you that idea? No!
And you will find me usually on Pantsless Tables. This week on Thursday, we have our premiere episode of Break the Binary, which is a fun heist game with a lot of surprise in store, especially in episode 1. But yeah, I'll be playing Maya. She, her pronouns. Who is just a chaos gremlin in every sense of the word, wrangling every witch, god, and goddess that she comes across, and I think currently has a necklace that works in her favor in a special way, which we'll keep hidden for now.
Yeah, and the other wonderful abilities that I gave everyone. Which reminds me, poor Nemo doesn't have any special abilities or anything extra.
Don't worry, Hedge. We can change that. I mean, if I remember correctly, we have somebody in the group who can warp reality, and we do have somebody in the group who's got all the Greek gods on speed dial.
Yeah.
And I'll bake cookies.
And I bake cookies.
And I'll steal them.
I mean, yeah, we need to work out actually what the yearly profits have been.
Them to eat them. You just stole them to eat them.
We do need to run actually in the break a quick tally on what Maya's profit margins have been for the past year. On the bakery front. Right. I am going to quickly run our intro video because we have them now apparently. And then we will be back. See you in a second. I mean, yeah, that was perfectly well timed, Leah. Okay.
The perfect bathroom break does not exist.
Okay. Shall we get started? Shall we do
Yes.
this? Okay. So, it is the 21st of June. A very special day, because exactly 1 year ago to the day, 3 people in this group saved reality. And we are picking up almost where we left off at the Tanner Solace Festival. It has been a whole year, and everything is calm. There's no reality ending, threat. There's no Furies in disguise trying to take over the world. There's no Carlisle trying to break the fabric of reality to save himself. It's just a nice way to end the school year before you all go ahead to go to college. For the first time in about God knows how many years, Amanda has decided to leave the house and turn up. So we'll start with Amanda. Amanda is a late, early 40s woman with kind of long black wavy hair that is now in a ponytail. She's wearing a kind of like summer dress. She has changed a lot over the past year. Maybe it was something you did. Maybe it was the fact that you showed that if she keeps bullying Carlisle the way she does, that Carlisle might end up breaking reality. You try and stop it. Maybe it's the possibility of an impending witch magi war on the horizon that might have softened her attitude to everyone. But especially for you 3, Amanda is nice.
He what? I'm sorry, she what now?
She doesn't berate you anymore. She says her please and thank yous. She doesn't dismiss you.
Okay, she's white diamond nice. She's not actually nice.
I mean, she's nicer to Carlisle. He's actually got some confidence for a kid now. Maybe too much confidence. Speaking of Carlisle and Lucas, our 2 little kids, who are now 1 year older. Carlisle's just had his 8th birthday. They both now have their wands to help them practice and control their magic. Amanda got Carlisle one with like a diamond encrusted top, but he very quickly gave that to Shelby and ended up getting a stick from the garden and enchanted that to be a wand instead. Something about, Shelby will find some use with a diamond. Diamonds can't be that expensive. If Amanda asks, it's somewhere safe in his bedroom. It's just never found. I am going to say that the 3 of you are standing outside a very familiar chili shack, who is still serving chili this year, but admittedly not without magic controlling potions inside of it. I am going to start with Shelby.
Okay.
What has happened to Shelby over the past year, and what does Shelby look like now?
I mean, in terms of fashion, I guess she kind of retreated from the pastel in your face bright colors and went a little bit more towards red tones, as you could see in the picture.
Hmm.
She hasn't really been more extroverted as she had been previously. She's still a gremlin in a sense. She gets out of shell when she wants to, when she feels the need, but in general she's kind of just staying behind in the shadows, casually reality warping stuff. I guess, I mean, outside of that, she hasn't been doing much different than what she has been before. She's just been dealing with all the hectic emotions that happened when, well, she had her little encounter with Carlisle. So she's kind of just taking a step back and realizing, oh, this magic is way more powerful than I thought it was. I literally met Thanatos, and I am not fucking with magic too much. So, yeah, that's kind of where she is nowadays. Not changed too much, but enough to see that she's matured a little bit.
Is she eating the chili?
No,
No.
no.
just looks at it as like, no, that is too much trauma from last year. I am not touching that shit. You could not pay me enough. I'll be honest, Shelby. You're a bit distracted.
Oh, not again.
in this little rendezvous, because in the corner of your eye you can see your parents, who have come along for the show, and are patting your older sister on the shoulder, as per usual. Your older sister could never do any wrong. She could come out as being one of the Furies, and somehow the parents would be like, "Yeah, no, that she's such an amazing woman."
Can't believe how she always just outdoes me, you know?
Yeah, everything she does. She went to college. She's just come back from New York, with her flashy magical degree, named valedictorian. You know, if there was an honor you could get at that college, they gave it to her, and if not, they made one up.
Of course, of course.
And yeah, it's been a few weird months with her being back. It was kind of a reprieve with her being away. Your parents weren't so like, oh, be like your sister. But ever since she's come back, there's been like a, have you thought about putting the pastel dresses away? Maybe, look, your sister wears a suit. That you could pull that off. You know, constant little giant.
Shelby could.
Getting you changed.
Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Oh, Shelby could, but she won't. And your sister comes across to the collective group. She is a lot like Shelby. Like she's a lot like Shelby, except that she's taller. Her hair is longer. It's blonde, but has the same sort of pinkish, same sort of pink in her hair, but in streaks. Because apparently it looks way better in streaks than having whole hair that color.
Of course.
Has a kind of like button down top, like she's wearing like a suit, just no tie, with the buttons coming down, like maybe one more than should be undone is undone. And just sort of goes, hello, Shelby.
Hello.
That chili really is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look,
Yeah.
you look weird.
Yeah,
No?
I'm just not in the mood for chili right now.
I mean, it is summer. Who would serve chili in the summer?
Yeah. I mean, you would. I know that.
You're right, and I probably do it amazingly. Who are these two? And like, she just has her finger, and it's just wiggling between Maya and Felix. Not looking at them. Her eyes never make contact.
Oh, of course they wouldn't. These are my friends, which obviously you haven't met because you were too busy in New York getting your
Yes.
fabulous degree.
And we would really appreciate it if you talk nicely to our friend. Thank you very much.
Oh, but I am. I could say far worse things.
Try it.
I don't think there's anything worse than that shirt you're wearing.
Just like Chevy's in the front, Felix and Maya in the back. Felix and Maya go like.
And Maya just goes back to eating the chili that she has. She doesn't care.
Same.
Felix, give me a charm roll.
Oh, I'm terrible at charm. Where are my dice?
Difficulty 8.
Wait. Wasn't charm like my D4? No, my D6. Okay, D6. I can
If
try.
necessary, I will use all 3 of my tokens here. I'm not.
You're not gonna lie. This is adversity token time. I rolled a 6, so that bitch explodes.
Explodes. Roll it again.
I got an 8.
Okay. Psychic damage isn't a thing, but even in your mind, you know you inflicted some kind of blow against her. Her ego is just a little bit dented. Oh no. Oh, this is your whole saving the universe crew.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, I heard
you
about
want
that
an
from New
autograph?
York. No, I actually meant real heroes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is saving the universe not enough? Alright, it is saving your face in front of your parents. That's more important to you, right? Sorry.
I would probably keep it quite quiet at the college that you were the ones that saved reality. They might try and bill you for the repairs.
If they try,
What's your name again?
My name?
Uh-huh.
Oh, just Lara.
Okay.
You're giving me that look.
Just acknowledged your name.
Well, it was nice meeting you, friends of Shelby. No, I did not ask for your names, and no, I will not ask for them, for I do not care.
You know, you could have walked away with the, how they call it in the theater, high status here if you just didn't add the last sentence. You could have had a win.
Shelby is going away. I'm getting as many digs as I can before, you know.
Love you too. It's...
Oh, I know.
Am I happy that I'm an only child?
You see her saunter off back to her parents, and you can just hear in the background her go, well, aren't they amazing people? Such fantastic little heroes.
Ay.
Fantastic little
Can
heroes.
I would love to like trip her up if I could.
I mean, give me a flight check. I'll let her. I'll give you a hint. Flight is not her best stat.
Flight isn't Maya's best stat
I mean,
either.
4.
Same.
Meters beats. Yeah, you put your foot out.
A 3.
You put your foot out, and it hooks around her foot, but she just kind of eloquently like sashays her leg, and it sort of brushes off. She turns around and just goes, "Nice try, darling," and
Ew.
walks off. Oh, poor Shelby.
Can we get Amanda back?
Amanda is currently standing on stage, getting ready to be given an award by the mayor for her wonderful conservation efforts of the Coven household. She's a bit busy at the moment. She's got that swagger in her step, that kind of last episode 1 swagger.
How close are we to that stage?
About 20-30 meters away. You could head over there.
Oh no, more so that if I would see the award, I would like to maybe bend it a little so that when she gets it, it breaks.
Give me a brains magic roll.
Last season we were the underdogs. This season we are the mean girls.
We are. Shelby is reflecting on Lara being so bitchy.
By the
And
way,
she's
is this
gonna do
Lara
great.
or is it Laura?
Lara. Lara.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Just asking.
Alright.
Bob's just
Brains
there,
is
like,
a D10. That is a 9 because I have a plus
add
1
your
in
magic die. Is your
Oh,
D4?
magic die. It's not my necromancy, so it's D4. That makes 12 total.
Did it explode?
No, it was a 3 on the
No.
D4.
Oh.
So it was an 8 on my D10 plus 1, and then a 3 on my D4.
It's kind of like a. It's like a plaque. You just see the screws ever so slightly unscrew at the top, so that when she handles it, it's just going to fall off the plaque, and hit the ground.
Mission accomplished.
I am going to roll. Carlisle is sitting on the stage, like on the edge of it, like dangling his legs. He notices you cast a magic and just smiles. Maya. It has been a year. What has changed for Maya?
I think her living arrangements are very kooky right now. Split between 2 households, which is her birth parents' household and her foster parents' household. Which is it took some time getting used to for sure, but they're both chill with each other, so everything is going as smoothly as it possibly can. I feel like as a person, Maya has come into more like leadership roles. Like I think would have run for like student body president for sure. Might not have won, but like definitely would have run for it. And and maybe even like honed her like painting skills and applied for art scholarships even.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
You see Lara walk away with her parents. Such a perfect little princess. Which reminds you a lot of Ellie. And how she used to be. Speaking of, little Ellie is currently standing behind the back of the chili stand, having a bit of a bit of a crisis from the corner of your eye. She looks very perturbed. Our little Ellie. You can see that she has her little training wand tucked into her boot, hidden under her like cut jeans. She's not coped very well for the past couple of months because Aaron has decided to go see Penny. So they're staying together for a little bit. So poor Ellie's had to take magic lessons on her own. In fact, she's been taking magic lessons with Carlisle and Lucas. Which is a little bit embarrassing when you're 18 years old and you're taking magic lessons with 8-year-olds. To be honest, she doesn't quite know what's going on. After the events of the basement and all the exposure to magic down there, she ended up picking some of it up. And became a warlock. Not a witch, but a warlock. She has some latent magical power, but not a lot. But she seems to be almost pacing backwards and forwards.
Oh, Maya would definitely go up to her and be like, "Hey, is everything okay? Are you good?"
This feels weird. Don't you remember? Like, I have this weird deja vu moment of like being here and like pouring stuff into these bowls and.
Maya's gonna put like a hand on Ellie's shoulder and just, calmly say, "Hey, it's okay. Whatever happened last year happened, and that's fine. You're a different person. We're all different people. It's okay. Whatever happened. It's not happening now, and it's not gonna ever happen. You're in better hands, and you're learning to take control of yourself, and that'll help."
I just can't believe school's over. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I had a hierarchy in a structure.
There's always college.
Yeah, I know, and I'm glad that they accepted me on a remedial program, but it's fine. But like, how am I gonna fit in? I'm used to being like the one, like the girl at the top of the pyramid.
Well, hey,
Is
you
this what the
can't always
bottom
be at the
feels
top
like?
of the pyramid. Absolutely not. You're just in limbo, and that's okay. You don't always have to be at the top. You're not necessarily at the bottom if you're not at the top. You just have to learn to live with where you're at.
I suppose. Thank you. Should probably go shopping sometime and get you an outfit for New York.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
You see, like, there's an insult coming to the front of her mouth, and she's like trying so hard to suppress it. And
Maya would just see, I feel like Maya would see that and just be like, just come on, just say it and get it over with.
no, I am becoming a better person. Goodbye, Maya. Puts a hand on your shoulder and literally almost runs off. She heads straight towards the new cheerleading squad. And you just hear her shout, "That move looks like shit! I used to do it far better than you!"
Oh, Hatch, may I offer another idea?
Sure.
Because Felix has spent a lot of time with Ally during the last year. since he had just a gap year and spent some time of it working in the tree nursery, but also helping Ellie get around her magic. And I believe Ellie got a bit of a better person, but I believe Felix got a bit of a worse person.
They definitely rubbed off on each other.
Yeah. They have this thing of like, now, we don't want to say anything mean, but if this would be like a book and we wanted to come up with a good comeback, what would we say? And they just start shit talking all day long.
Yeah, Ellie has done her best to suppress her internal monologue, but every now and again it comes up and she just has to go on an outburst. And she's trying really hard not to direct it at anyone in the group, so she finds somebody else. I think she learned very quickly, don't say anything to Shelby, because Shelby can and will remove your vocal cords, so that you can't say anything again.
I believe like she tried to do it to Shelby or Maya once. She realized it's a bad idea when the rest of the squad is in the room.
Yeah.
And she tried it like a few times with Felix. Felix was gentle the first time, the second time, the third time. The fourth time he shot back and made her cry.
Definitely.
And that's why she knows why Amanda... well, she didn't like Felix, but she was a bit tamer around Felix. It was fear.
Maya, you see Ellie go off, and you hear a haughty laugh behind you. A familiar laugh. And why the?
I feel like I know who it is.
Okay, let's play a game. Who do you think it is?
I think it's Hermes.
No. Close. Wrong one. It's Apollo. Who has still kept his surfer dude persona. That has not gone. He has introduced Olympus to surfing, and it's kind of taking off.
Poseidon in the back is just like, I said it first, guys.
It's like, you're using my water and my wave. Like, yeah, but I make it look good. I wear it better. I'll be honest, ever since the events of last year, the whole realm of Olympus has turned into more of a high school than it ever was before. There's a lot of petty bitching now, and a lot of veiled insults between all of these gods. And every now and again, Maya will get pulled in to be like, hey, you're someone neutral in all of this. Settle an argument for us. And
Maya had to... Oh, wait, never mind. We're in the early 2000s. Never mind.
2007 now. We passed the early. We're now in the late noughties.
Oh, no, we've got Facebook.
Facebook is a thing.
We've got
YouTube's
Facebook,
taken off.
YouTube.
I think we have the first iPhone as well. But we're also on our Blackberries.
But yes.
Yes, Apollo comes out with a laugh and is like, some people never change.
I mean, she's trying.
I mean, I've seen parables work better, I guess.
She's trying, and that's what matters.
Yeah. I am not one to, I'm not one to say that you're wrong. I've learned what happens if I say that you're wrong. So, I've been asked to deliver a message. I understand this is not my wheelhouse, But Hermes is having a bit of a midlife crisis, I guess.
Oh,
Last we saw, he put on a shirt and went to Hawaii. So no one's
Okay.
delivering messages. So we're all taking it in shifts to deliver messages.
What about Iris?
oh no.
We don't talk about Iris. I really shouldn't be saying anything out of turn. But there's been a bit of a rift is forming.
Oh, okay.
And people are starting to pick sides, and it's starting to become a thing of the have and the have-nots, and I think your friend Carlisle is stirring the pot. Something about demigods not getting the recognition they deserve or something, and Zeus is like, fuck that shit. And like, I'm in charge, you're not. And then Carlisle's like, yeah, well, I'll just turn off the astral plane and then we'll see what happens to Olympus then. And then he kicked out Charon, so now Charon's up on holiday. And he's now like barricaded the astral plane into like a mini fortress.
Good for him, I guess.
I mean, what was the worst that was going to happen when you granted a very insecure mortal demigodhood? You know, in the grand scheme of things, as Nick's pointed out, it could have been an awful lot worse. If
I mean,
anything,
it's just a pity fight. We're fine
look, Carlisle's not hurting
for
anyone,
now.
and reality is still okay because people are still going into the afterlife. It's fine. He's not actually blockaded the gates yet. But that was kind of what I came here to talk to you about. I
That
am.
Carlisle.
Yeah. I'm not here to say that he's your problem. That's not fair. But a few of us up above may think this is your problem. So maybe you could solve your problem.
Okay.
Convince him not to start a all-out war,
Okay.
or at least let Charon back. He's bought a train set. That's how bad things are now. He has a train set.
Yeah, I think Charon would like to be back to where he was before. Maybe we can start with that.
But no,
Do you know where we could find Charon?
I mean, if you fancy a trip to Olympus at some point. I guess we never actually took you there, have we?
Questionable, doubtable, very unnecessary.
I'll tell you what. I'll arrange for him to come to you in the future.
Oh, thank God. Yes, that would be perfect.
You're going to your whole college thing later this week, right?
Yeah, later. Yeah.
The whole like city life. What is it, like little girl in big city, or is it big girl in little city? I can't remember the order of. I want to say it's little girl in big
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, that's yeah, you got that right.
Good. Look after yourself.
I
And
will.
remember, only trust yourself.
Okay.
That seems like a good look. Okay, I'm doing a lot of jobs right now, and part of me thinks I have to give you some sort of advice. To be honest, I really want to go and just crash it on some waves. Can I please go back to going on the waves now?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Oh, thank God I couldn't keep this conversation up for much longer. You just see this turn round, walk back into the shadow of the tree stand, and then just like disappear in a pop. As he pops, you can sort of see like the sea air. But in that smell of sea air, there's just a hint of bitterness. In the smell. But hey,
Maya's gonna turn to Felix. Maya's gonna turn to Felix and just pointedly be like, Felix, you should only trust yourself.
Really? Shelby! Felix turns around, grabs Shelby by the... No, wait, Shelby didn't like to be touched, right?
She had her boundaries, but by people that she trusts, and she trusts Felix. It's alright to be touched.
Would turn around, gently grab Shelby by the shoulders, very intense look. Shelby, you should only trust yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Felix.
I love this.
No,
It's just this-
you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Felix.
Yes.
Felix. What has changed in Felix's life as he's being told to trust only himself?
Felix took a gap year. Felix spent a lot of time with Ellie and helped her with the magic, and Felix actually helped working at the coven. And what Felix figured out pretty quickly is that all the adults are like, hey, I'm so adult and I have absolutely every plan how the world is working. Oops, I'm lying through my teeth. And that made Felix actually upsetty spaghetti. Because, like, he gets that people have a lot to do, but he thought that the adults at Tanner had a plan during the whole oopsie doopsie, the universe is falling apart. Turns out they didn't. They do the same thing every adult does, which is desperately praying that the world doesn't fall apart, and when it does, desperately praying that it's not your problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's Felix basically has this thing where he's got Thursday afternoon tea with Mary, and he's just the both of them are just raking the whole coven over the coals. But actually, like, I could imagine that Felix is actually helping with alchemy and magical plants classes and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
Really chilling.
So yeah, Mary has been sent away on assignment for the past 3 months and is no longer in Tanner. She is now down in Los Angeles, helping to investigate the issue. So, about 6 months ago, the Magi Western Seaboard headquarters was attacked. All signs pointed to it being a witch attack. The Magi go, hey, you attacked our shit. What the fuck? Amanda goes, it wasn't me. I didn't order it. Everyone tries to calm the situation down, but it's Amanda, so any attempt to calm the situation makes it worse. The leader of the guild is a little bit of an egotistical person themselves. So it's just big ego versus big ego. And they have just
So it's high school again.
It's high school. They've collectively pushed the two sides to the near brink of war. And Yeah, so maybe that's why Amanda's so nice to you. Because if shit hits the fan, well, she's got 3 witches who save reality, who she can set on the Magi and be like, sort them out.
Yeah, and I believe she hinted at that during a lunch break where Felix was present, and Felix had a teacup. No.
I get the feeling that the kitchen in the Coven household has now become like an extended bakery for Felix. Like the amount of stress baking that goes on.
Oh no, Felix is above stress baking by now.
Oh no! What? What?
Yeah, and
We've
by now
stress
he
baked it
bakes.
out.
No, he's not stress baking anymore because Ellie found him one evening surrounded by a truly alarming amount of cookies, even for Felix's terms. Looking at the empty dough bowl. Ellie,
What?
I'm out of sugar.
We can just get more?
No.
No. What do we do with
I'll
all the
bake
cookies?
when the cookies are gone.
Ellie pulls out her phone, texts Maya, and is like, got new stock to shift. Ellie has totally gotten in on the whole cookie syndicate.
I love
Part
this.
of me,
I love
part,
this
part
for
of
me.
is like, does Maya try and turn this into a pyramid scheme where she tries to convince people to buy boxes of cookies to then sell them to their friends?
It's not people. Maya's directly selling to the gods.
There is that too, yeah. We have ascertained that Olympus is a little bit addicted to Felix's baking. When that supply goes,
Supply's drying up.
maybe that's what the war on Olympus is about. Maybe there's only like so many cookies left, and everyone's fighting over the last few boxes. Yeah, you see, Felix, that Ellie has calmed down. Ellie has finished her constructive criticism, shall we say, of
That's what we call it.
the cheerleaders. Yes, very
Psychological
constructive.
hygiene.
Yes, and has come back to you, and you can see she's got a bracelet on, and she's just like pulling the bracelet. It's like, I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. Do you know what one of them called me? Old.
Who called you what?
One of the freshmen. They called me old.
Honey, they're just jealous because you have tits and they have none.
Looks down. Yeah, no, that is true. It was jealousy, yes. Look, I don't think I can do college. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. I still have to use the stick. And
It's
you can
a
all just
wand,
wave your
darling.
hands.
It's okay, it's a wand.
Well, yes. And I have to practice with 2 kids. One of which is blind and can't actually see, but is somehow casting better than me. How? How does that work?
Because you don't need eyes or any sense of sight to cast magic. Next question.
Why is the other kid better than me? The little derpy one with the shields.
Because shields is all he does.
Oh. Did you see the
Also,
workman?
both of them started practicing a bit earlier than you.
Yes, and I know that one of them is the child of a council member, so they're like a nepo baby. I wish I was a
Ellie?
nepo baby.
Darling, you do my nails. And that's why I really cherish you. But you calling somebody else a nepo baby is something.
I mean, I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. I did have a spoon. It's not a silver spoon. A silver spoon. No, that's worse. A copper spoon. There we go.
How many cars exactly did your family have?
Direct family or expanded family?
What do you think I'm asking?
About 5. I mean, I need my car, but then I also need a reserve car, just in case my other car decides it doesn't want to work, or I don't feel like driving that one. And then I also need the one for going off-road, so I have the SUV. And then Aaron had his car, but no one liked his car. So we bought him another car, but he didn't like that one, so we just kept it in the driveway. And then we bought a camper van, but then no one wanted to drive the camper van because it was too big. And yeah. Okay, I get it. I have a little bit of money.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fine. I was going to say, did you see the workmen go into the basement yesterday?
The what going where?
Oh, Amanda's been putting workmen in the basement recently.
The basement that...
Shouldn't exist anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, apparently it exists.
How?
She said something about upgrading?
You can't upgrade a 0.
Something about we had to get with the times or something?
You can't modernize a 0. I mean, I'm bad at math, but I'm pretty sure that... Great, another thing I can annoy Amanda with.
Look, I just know that people with wands and hard hats went down into the basement.
Like, mundane people?
No, they were all witches.
Okay, because if Amanda sent down mundane people to fix our basement,
Could you
I'm not
imagine?
gonna pay those psychologist bills.
Could you imagine the quote? Sky high, you know, because there's no limit to the ceiling, and it's a joke.
You remember when you were a cheerleader?
Yes. How can I never forget?
And somebody else made a joke and you reacted exactly like that?
Oh, is this what it's like? Look, just I don't know. Just don't worry about it. It's fine.
Psst. I don't know if it was the same for you, but I just needed a second to get the joke, and I didn't want to lose my face. Am I doing the social thing correct?
I think you are. That looks about right.
Okay.
Do you know what, Felix? I'm gonna go and check on my car. And
Darling, you can send me all the insults you love. Like, send them all over if you can live with the echo.
No, it's fine. I think I heard my car alarm beep. And you sort of see her like back off a bit, turn around, and walk away a little bit. And leave you to your devices.
Was I too mean?
No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think anyone can be too mean to Ellie.
It's not possible, sure.
Okay, I do believe I'm asking the wrong people in this case over.
we are going to pause that there. And we are going to go somewhere else. We are going to go all the way across from the East Coast. No, West Coast, East Coast. Get it right, Hedge. You're going the wrong way. All the way to the sleepy little outskirts of New York City. And I say sleepy because this isn't really urban New York. This is suburban New York. This is technically New York, but you wouldn't know it because there's no landmarks here. Rice, my dear child, what kind of house does Nemo live in?
That is a really good question. I feel like Nemo lives in this like probably like a sort of white picket fence sort of house, thanks to his grandmother's money. It's like, it's not, it's a common house, you know. It's not the biggest, not the smallest. It's like a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a normal house you see in a neighborhood, pretty much.
The only thing about this house, it has a bit of a reputation. First of all, something is always broken.
Yeah.
Whether it's the door, the window, the guttering, something is always, no matter how quickly you fix it, something else will break. And also, it's the local hangout for every cat in the neighborhood to just kind of subconsciously gather. Like, when it's time for all the cats to go out during the day, they all just seem to find their way to the Nemo household. And
Yeah.
all seem to take in turns to climb up the roof to get towards Nemo's bedroom window. So every time Nemo's awake, there's always at least one cat lying outside the window still.
I don't think it's only cats. I feel like it was also going to be
there's-
like birds in the trees and, you know.
Oh, you can't use the fireplace anymore because there's so many birds' nests in there now. It wouldn't work if you tried. Speaking of,
Pretty much.
roll me a d4.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see. 4.
Or you don't get woken up this morning by your alarm clock. You get woken up by these small cheepy chirps, as in your long flowing hair are just 4 very small baby sparrows that have just sort of nestled in your hair.
That is something really common for Nemo. So Nemo isn't that surprised. He sort of sits up and tries to like almost fearfully try to pick them out, but they refuse, so he just kind of accepts his fate and moves on.
As you sit up, they kind of like hold on with their claws and just like sit up with you, and then as you try and get them off, they just sort of bundle into a little nest together, and just kind of stay there in your hair. When you go to shower, they sort of jump out and just stand on the shower curtain, and wait for you to finish. And then once your hair's dry, they just jump back down. Go back into the hair again. Aside from that, what does Nemo look like?
Nemo is he's very scrawny, I guess would be the best way to put it. Um, he's always covered in some sort of, a bruise or a band-aid somewhere because of all the times he keeps on hitting anything that exists. He tries to walk straight on the road. Suddenly there's a pole in front of him. Bang. You know? That's sort of like what was my luck that right now is the time that the neighbor takes out his trash and Nemo ends up,
Covered in it.
toppling with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he always wears this like baggy clothes and it's usually like some sort of it looks like a knitted vest by most likely his grandma and he wears something underneath and yeah, it's just he's always followed by some sort of animal. It doesn't matter if it's his or if it's not. There's just always an animal with him. He most of the time doesn't know where they come from, and he also has this bag which usually has a lot of different charms in it, like lucky charms.
Hmm.
He wears those like grandpa sort of trousers and and he has reddish hair and because of the fact that there's so many animals, he tends to try and stay outside, at least for the sake of the house, if not for the sake of the animals.
Hmm.
And so he's a little bit tan from the sun. And he does enjoy going outside when it doesn't suddenly start raining just because he set foot outside, that is. Um he's awfully clumsy, awfully timid. You can't usually see his eyes because of all the hair in the way. Some people can say it's brown, some people say it's green. Some people said wait, he has eyes. You never know. So um yeah, this is Nemo Miller, the unluckiest boy you'll ever meet.
um, you get out the shower, dry yourself off, get dressed. The birds are now firmly back in your hair again. When you hear the short shout from downstairs, Nemo, Nemo, get down here. It's early.
Really? Okay. Nemo goes to the stairs, then pauses, looks at the stairs, takes out one of the charms, looks again, and slowly makes his way down the stairs, only to trip the last step. He doesn't fall, but he still kind of tumbles a little
Stumbles.
bit. Yeah.
Um,
Like, how? The stair is
You-
perfectly flat.
you see your grandmother, who is standing over by the kitchen counter, graying hair, sort of petite build. Why do you always have to stumble? Walk. Use your feet.
He tries to sort of mumble out an apology, like, it wasn't intentional, it's just like, I'm sorry.
Nothing's ever intentional with you, though, is it?
He sort of fiddles with his hands, but he isn't sure what else to say apart from the fact that, I mean,
Well, have you packed?
he takes a minute to think about it and then nods.
Good. Well, I'm going to drive you there and then drop you off. I've got to go to the guild, so it's literally right next door. So I figured that if I leave you to your own devices, you might get the wrong train and you might end up in Wisconsin again. And
There was one time, and it wasn't my fault. It was the owl, and it just kind of, yeah, okay.
yeah, I don't
sorry.
understand how an owl can take control of a train and make you stay. We're not getting into this. If I try and understand that situation one more time, I think I will lose what little few brain cells I have left. Oh, come here. You'll see your grandmother comes round the edge of the kitchen counter and comes to give you a hug. And then looks at your hair, notices the sparrows, doesn't say a word, and just is like, yeah, no, your mother and father would be really proud of you going to college. If they were here, I'm sure they'd have some sort of witty, insightful comment, or some sort of encouragement. Your father always was a bit of a doofus. And well, we don't talk about who he married.
Okay. I mean, did they write? At least.
I mean, and she sort of goes back to the counter and is like going through papers, and like pulls out what looks like a handwritten letter. And it's like, well, this did appear in my inbox this morning, and it is addressed to our baby Nemo.
Nemo sort of, he doesn't really, at first he wanted to snatch it, but then he felt bad that that's his grandmother, so he kind of gently takes it, trying not to crumble it or lose it or something.
Damage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside is a handwritten letter. That says, our dearest Nemo, congratulations on getting into college. We are extremely proud of you, and we know you will do perfectly fine. Do not worry about the other people that are there. They will just have to cope with your amazing abilities. We'll be back soon. ... Currently stuck somewhere in the astral plane, we think. ... At least that's what the sign said.
Okay.
As soon as we have found the tablet, we will be back post haste. I appreciate that it has been years, decades, question mark, maybe longer. I don't know how time works in here. But we do miss you, and when we do get letters back, we hold on to them like they're our own little artifacts. Stay safe. Knock 'em dead, champ. And it just says mum and dad.
Aww. Yeah, Nemo sort of looks at the letter, then looks up, and he goes, "They're stuck in the astral plane again, I think."
I'm pretty sure they said that last time.
I don't think time works the same.
I don't know why they decided to go looking for that tablet.
Mm.
And then decide that I had the pleasure of raising you.
Thanks.
No, that was never a bad thing, Nemo. I just thought, after raising my own kids, I was allowed to have a retirement. Apparently not. But it's fine. That's family life. And I wouldn't change it for the world.
He looks a bit sheepish because his grandmother isn't always the type to talk about her feelings unless like something big is happening. But he does give her like a tighter hug than before. Like the one first, it was like a little bit more polite, but this one is like a more heartfelt one.
Now, do me a favor and go get ready. You have
Nemo,
first impressions to make. You have friends to make. You have other magi to become friends with. We have to get you an internship inside the guild, and the only way we're going to do that is if you actually work your backside off.
he sort of contemplates about it, like he's stressing in his head, like, oh god, I actually have to meet people and I'm screwed about that. But when he's being like urged again to go and get changed, he goes to the stairs, pauses again, and then slowly climbs up. There's a thud at the end of the stairs. He hits something, maybe like the railing or like the wall or something. But he is in his room after.
His grandmother is going to miss having Nemo around. What she's not going to miss is the spontaneous repairs.
Most likely.
Have to be done to the house repeatedly. You finish packing your bags. You go downstairs. Your grandmother takes your luggage. She's learnt, do not let Nemo carry his own luggage. We saw how that holiday went.
Yeah, it went really well.
I mean, Nemo got to see baggage handling, which was impressive.
True.
Yeah, she will take the suitcase from you.
He does like a few times go upstairs and come downstairs to like retrieve a few items. And because that is said to be bad luck, he does sort of try and use some like acorns and some like all that, like a few lucky charms and all that sorts of stuff to get rid of the sign of bad luck from before. And he at some point even threw some salt as well because he stepped on the cracks on the pavement, and he accidentally hit like the newspaper boy with it. But he's used to it. He just turns, sees Nemo, and is like, okay, yeah,
he wears glasses
normal.
now. Doesn't
Yeah,
need
he
to wear
wears
glasses.
he wears
just
those like he wears those
So-
like swimming goggles.
Yep. Can't get hit by salt if I'm wearing goggles. She loads the suitcase in the back of the car. Looks at Nemo. Looks back at the car. Get in, don't touch anything.
He puts his hands up and slowly gets in. And then puts like he sits in the middle seat just so that he can put 2 sets of, seatbelts
Seatbelts on.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like this.
It's fine. Let's play how many times the engine will turn over today. And roll me a d20.
What is that? 12.
Yeah, the engine turns over 12 times before it decides to actually turn on. Every single one, there's just a, God damn it, Nemo. And eventually, it turns.
Nemo
It
looks
doesn't
really
do that
guilty.
when you're inside. Never does that when it's just me in here. I swear, have you offended this car?
I didn't really do anything apart from that one time I washed it. I mean,
You say washed it, and then the windscreen wiper fluid just flows out at the top of the.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Probably for the best. Let's just go and hope that you don't summon a tsunami or something.
Don't say that. If I think about it, it's not a good. And he sort of burrows his like face like this in his shirt. Like I don't want to think about it. I don't want to, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you drive off, and we're gonna leave it there to take a quick break. Will they make it? Will they make it to the college alive? Did I only bring Rice in for one episode just so that just to pull off this really evil gag? Knowing
I'd
me,
cry.
knowing me,
I don't know
probably.
if I'd cry for myself or Nemo. Honestly, I love him already.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes. So please get up, move your body, shake your legs, get a drink, go to the toilet, do all the self-care you need to do. If you need to take tablets, take tablets. And we will be back momentarily. Bye, bye. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good break. We are going to pick right up, and we are going to go back to the other side of the country. And it is the day we head off. Amanda has told you all to bring all your stuff to the Coven household. And she's made the arrangements to get you to New York. She poo-pooed the idea of taking the camper van all the way to New York. Under the guise of, don't worry, I'll get that shipped there somehow. Because I don't think she trusts you doing a cross-country road trip. Not yet. As you enter the household, there is a bow on the basement door. And she's holding a rather large pair of scissors. With a slight grin in her face. Hello. Aren't we all looking a bit college-worthy? What?
What's with the bow?
Well, isn't it customary, like, you have a bow when you're opening something?
Oh, did you put a pot room into the basement?
No. Why would I need a pot room? I don't own that many pots.
Portal room.
Oh! I thought you said pot. Portal room... Not... What's the point of having surprise anymore if people's going to guess the surprise? Actually, no, it's not a portal room per se. I finally caved and took the Shales brochure and had us connected to Zipline. Although, I'm guessing you're not city people. So, we witches, being the superior magical peoples with all our amazing knowledge... What?
We do have a warlock in our midst, so let's not be ableist, yeah?
Yeah, but Carlisle's the best warlock there ever was.
I'm not talking about Carlisle, darling.
And you see her eyes drift away. It's like, oh yeah, the other one. Hello.
Maya under her breath, not that one either.
And Whatever. Warlock, witches, same thing. Same powers, different functionalities. Look, we developed a way of shortening the distance from A to B. And then we used it to build our own train line. And then we built our own little tube network. And we sort of span it around the world. And then the Magi wanted it, and the vampires wanted it, and the werewolves wanted it. So we sort of span it off into a whole business thing. I've always hated the idea of instantaneous travel, so I always made it stop at Seattle and make people make the journey to Tanner, like, by car. But with the whole, hey, there may be a war, I may have to get people here quite quickly, I figured that maybe it was time to hook us up to the network.
Wait, just as a gentle question, Amanda.
Huh?
There is a war on the horizon. And your idea was, instead of us staying safe and secluded from the network, putting it into our basement, you know, the network that you just said that mages and vampires and werewolves have the ability to use too.
It's fine. We can turn it off the second they get hostile. We just look. I thought it was a good idea to like hook all the other covens together, because you know there's a lot of isolated people out there.
Maya, hold me back.
Would you like to cut the ribbon?
No.
Maya's like, I think you would better cut it yourself before Felix uses that to cut anything but the ribbon.
Oh, okay.
I cannot be trusted with sharp objects around this woman.
Yeah, she cuts the ribbon, and opens the basement door, and it doesn't look any different. It just looks like the same staircase you came back up when you escaped the labyrinth. So she beckons you down. It's like, come on. It's really easy. And you walk down into what looks like a subway station. And it's got like big yellow lines all over the wall that just says "Which line?" It's like, look, we named the lines after the destinations it most likely hooked up to. So most of Europe is the vampire line. Most of the West Coast is the Magi line. We have most of the... sorry. I always get them the wrong way round, east and west. Maybe that's why all the maps in this building are the long way around. You get the idea. We split the coasts 1 to 2, and one's witch, one's Magi.
And this woman is the head of our coven.
Head of all witches.
Yeah, that is a little crazy, I must admit.
And one day it will be Carlisle.
How about we just join the Magi? I mean, I don't know them, but I could at least pretend I am one.
I don't think they really like us right now.
Yeah, well, I don't like Amanda right now.
It's okay, we'll be out of here and we won't be able to see her for a while.
The amount of finances she spends on bullshit.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Just bear with it for like 3 more minutes.
You see, like Amanda claps her hands, and from the one side of the tunnel, a train appears. Like, there we go. Direct train to New York. All you have to do is get inside.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, Amanda. That's very kind of you.
feel like Karen would have a heart attack if he saw this.
Yep.
Oh, that's another thing. You see she pulls out a tube map. So we've also connected the astral plane, and we've connected Olympus, and we've just turned Elbis online.
Can I cast shut up on her? Can I cast like shush, hush, stop talking?
Yeah, you can cast silence on her.
Is that woman trying?
Roll me brains with your magic dice.
I feel like she didn't roll
brains.
brains.
Was my magic time.
Brains is not Amanda's strongest suit.
Does Amanda roll a d4 for brains and a d20 for charms, and that's the secret?
Pretty much, yeah.
A 10.
A 10. Yeah, you can silence
It's a
her.
10. Oh, great. I'm gonna shut her up.
She's just standing there speaking, nothing's coming out while holding the tube map.
But like Maya can see that's connected to the astral plane and Olympus.
And Olympus. It goes from
Oh Jesus Christ.
it goes up from New York up to astral plane, and then it goes up to Olympus, and then it goes down into something called Elbis.
ELBUS.
ELBIS. Specifically,
Elbis,
the
okay.
forbidden. It starts at the Elbis observation post, and then the Elbis forbidden zone.
Fun.
Aside
Yeah,
from that,
Maya's gonna
it's
grab that map from her hands and just like stuff it into a bag before like Felix has an aneurysm.
Don't worry. You can't get into the whole astral line without issues. Like
She can't talk.
Oh yeah, she's saying all of this,
She
but no
can't
one can hear her. She's saying all of it, but all you're just seeing is the mouth move.
You know, by now, one would think she would know this, that she can't even hear her own voice.
No, Amanda cannot tell she cannot hear her own voice. She is so aloof in her own confidence that she can't even hear herself not talk.
This is actually fascinating and highly entertaining.
Her internal monologue's too loud. It just drowns out any other actual noise. Explain why the negotiations aren't going so well. But she's ushering you onto the train.
Yeah, Felix gets into the train with his like he doesn't even have a what's it called?
Suitcase.
Suitcase. Yeah, he just got a backpack and his guitar.
The important things.
Yes.
How much luggage did Shelby bring?
Shelby would be fine just taking one of her bags, honestly. I think, considering it's New York, she'll find plenty of stuff to buy there.
Oh,
Her
yeah.
fashion is more than, like, she could take another closet of wardrobes back home. She'll just buy it there.
Yeah. Yeah, Amanda like pushes you all on. Is like there you go. And it's like, she realizes then that she's been silenced, and counterspells herself. And it's like, but she pretends it never happened.
Thank you,
Just-
Amanda. That's
Oh,
all
lovely.
the information we needed.
Yeah, no, what's it'll help you drive? What's it? He's over there.
What?
Wonderful.
The driver's name is what's it?
Yeah, what's it? You see at the driver's seat at the front of this train, this sort of 4'5" goblin, with pointy ears, and way too many piercings on the right ear. Being like, yeah, no, here I am. What's it's here to take you where you need to go. Where are we going? I was just summoned and wasn't given a destination.
New York.
Ah! Okay. Are you sitting comfortably?
Is this going to get fast? And Felix like shortens the leash of his dog, like hugs his dog.
It's going to get a little fast. But don't worry, you won't feel it.
Okay.
The train is inertial dampened. So you don't actually feel the inertia of acceleration.
That's nice.
Lovely.
Anyway, I will seal the doors. So she like pulls the lever down, the doors shut. Amanda's just there waving goodbye with like a big bright smile. Carlisle has taken the key to the basement off her hip, and you still see him climbing back up the stairs to maybe go try and lock the basement door with his mother in it.
Yeah, that's one thing that Felix would be like.
And you you watch as the station pulls away. You get pulled into a long tube network that for a brief moment you don't know how fast you're actually going until you come out of the tunnel and you enter this huge underground room, and you can just see loads of train lines coming out of different holes, and in the middle is like a ginormous 3-story turntable, one going clockwise, one going anti-clockwise, and you sort of see all the trains are coming onto it, twisting round, going to a new location. They've all got signs on them. You know, one's for New York, one's for London, one's for Paris, one's for the astral plane. And they all have little designs on them, like based on the location of where they are. You sort of drive in to the turntable. You stop for a second before you even like blinks to register it. The thing is turned around. Next is New York, and you're off. And you're back down the tunnel. What's-It's having a hell of a time laughing and enjoying the whole situation. To the point where he's now actually standing on his seat. He isn't even like sitting on it now. He's just standing on it while holding the levers. And you pull into underground New York. This is a ginormous 16-platform magic underground substation with numerous trains from numerous locations all pulling in. Has the party ever seen a werewolf before?
Weren't we chased once by werewolves?
I think maybe you were. I can't quite remember if you
You
have
might
or not.
have.
Like at the warehouse, was one of the guys a werewolf?
I think he was, yeah. But yeah, you like if you had a sticker book for meeting every single supernatural species on the planet, this would be a good place to start getting some stickers. Because there is a melting pot of everyone here. If you can think about it, they're probably here. There is fae, there are gnomes, there are goblins, there are werewolves, vampires. There's a huge list of things you can't bring into the network. It starts with no silver, no garlic, no UV lights, no this, no that.
Wait, isn't Selby like wearing a bunch of crosses?
There's a whole information poster, basically saying, do not tell Faye your name, whatever you do. use pseudonyms. And there's a whole bunch like informational posters about different things. And the last post you see before you go to the stairs up is just a polite reminder: do not use magic, powers, abilities, sorcery, underworld magics, astral magics, or any kind of ability that will make mortals consider who we actually are. Have a good day. But this place is very, very busy. And you don't even know where you need to go. Amanda didn't leave you any instructions of how to get to the college. She just put you on the train and said, off you go. Not my problem anymore.
But we are in New York at the station, aren't we?
Yep, you're at New York Station.
Felix literally just goes to the first person he sees. Hey, excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yes, what? What's up?
Hi, my friends and I were on our way to the Magic College, but we didn't get a way description from a very competent person who took care of us. Do you know how we get there?
Do you think you have bad parents?
Something like that. My parents are wonderful, but like...
Okay. Well, you need to go up the west exit. Go all the way down 3 blocks, and then to the left is the elevator to the college. Not the elevator on the right. That's the Guild East entrance. You'll know when you see it. There's a huge sign. You can't miss it.
There's just a huge sign in New York City saying Magical College.
Yeah, like mortals can't see it. It's just graffiti to them.
Mhm.
Oh! People here are actually intelligent? I'm gonna love it.
Which of the many magical branches do you come from? Magi? Are we guildies? Are we people of the coven?
People of the Coven.
Okay, so a few ground rules. This is a guildy city. So be careful who you insult. Also, it may look a little dark out there. Like, it may look like the universe is wearing sunglasses. That's deliberate. We've deliberately toned down the sun.
Inclusiveness, I like it.
Well, you know, magi barriers. We can do a lot more with ours.
Okay.
No, not that I meant that in a you know, I'm sure witch barriers are perfectly fine.
Yeah, they would be fine if our leader had any brains inside her skull, but bad luck for us.
Oh, I think it'll be fine. But yes, no, it does take a moment getting used to. The sun is a little bit dimmer.
Wonderful. Does this apply to magical plants too?
No, magical plants just get the same sunlight as normal.
Great.
Mortals
Okay, no
don't know the
insulting,
difference.
it's dark outside. Anything else we should know?
No, you should be fine, to be fair.
Great. Do you want a cookie?
I would love a cookie.
The tupper comes out.
I get a cookie, you get a cookie, everyone gets a cookie. They take a cookie and smile. Take a bite out of it. Like, oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, I like this.
The one in the closed section are, if you want one, I would offer you one, but they are with a drop of good luck potions. You would have a wonderful day. but I didn't want to give you any potions without you knowing.
No.
You want a lucky cookie?
I wouldn't say no to a lucky cookie. They take a good luck cookie and are like, oh, I'll hold on to that for later. Now you better get going if you want to get enrolled in the college. It's actually a bad luck cookie.
No, though she left with Amanda.
And
Like a full box.
there's a whole tray of just to Amanda. Thank you for everything, Felix.
Thank you for all. Thank you for all the things you did to durchgestrichen for us. Wait, that was German. I crossed out for us.
You all make it to the surface with your bags, with Felix's dog. You start crossing the road. It looks safe. It looks like there's no cars. However, halfway through the road, all of a sudden you hear the screeching of brakes as a red car comes hurtling towards you and comes to a halt. Nemo, can you give me a flight check?
Oh no.
Why do you do this to me, Hedge?
Because I can. Welcome
20.
to the chaos. And you
Wait,
feel
dirty 20?
No.
no.
Then you can roll it again.
Oh yeah, good point. It
Okay.
explodes. Yeah.
18.
38.
39, because I have a +1.
Okay, 39. Your mother doesn't see this group of teens come out from the side of the road. She hits the brakes. You get flung forward, but your seatbelts are so nice. You know, you've done such a good job of putting the seatbelts together. You actually don't go flying forward, and you put your hands out perfectly for all the sparrows to land in your hands as they get flung out of your hair.
Right.
You just like put them back up and reform
Okay.
the nest.
Okay.
I am not going to say the expletives that your grandmother uses, and how aggressively the horn's being pressed right now.
Nemo is so embarrassed. He sort of hides again in a sweater and slowly slides down, trying to not make eye contact.
Trying to disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are stopped in the middle of the road by this car that nearly drove straight into you, with the horn being pushed in quite aggressively, and an old woman who looks like she's about to give you the finger. Unfortunately.
Maya just has like her hands up, just like, are you okay?
What do you do? Have you ever been in a city before?
No.
No.
You see that answer immediately disarms. It's supposed to be a rhetorical question.
Nemo sort of grabs his grandmother's sleeve, like, please stop, please.
No. I have to make a scene. Okay, it's what we do.
No, 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 you do not. Please.
Bloody brats think they can just go where they like. I'm driving
We
here.
were just trying to. We're just trying to get to college.
Also, it's not my fault us brats. My mother
And-
did a very good job in raising me.
And you sort of see. I'm gonna roll for Nemo's grandmother.
Oh no.
She looks and goes, "Okay, you reek of magic."
Okay, and
new
we're
to the
going to
city,
college.
Okay, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, we were supposed to go that way 3 blocks and then go to the elevator on the left and not the right.
Good. Then you can help me. And you see, she just shouts, "Nemo!" And
Nemo sort of shakes his head and tries to duck lower. I'm not going there. If you've already made no.
No, you need to make friends. These could be new. They owe me now for not
You
taking their
friends?
lives.
You almost ran them over.
Excuse me?
It's I thankfully my reflexes, despite the fact that I'm 70 odd years old, are incredibly astute. So and she winds the window up so that so that she cuts you three out of the conversation. you can just see hand gestures now. Nemo's grandmother is very vocal with her hands. Those hands are like doing a whole language of their own.
Nemo looks like he had just swallowed needles. He's like completely flushed red, and at some point he does step out of the car, even if reluctantly. And he looks like he feels guilty for his grandmother's actions.
You get out of the car and the boot just opens. The boot lid just automatically opens, and your suitcase just jumps out the back.
He sort of sighs like this is normal and picks it up.
Without saying a word, she just puts it back into drive and just does like a curve around the teens. And just you see her turn left, but there's no road there, and she goes through a wall.
Oh.
Nemo, you would recognize that as the side entrance of the guild.
Yeah.
Oh, so she like full Harry Potter glitches through the wall.
Pretty much full Harry Potter glitches. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crash. Oh, sorry. No, I should have been more clear. No, it doesn't crash into the wall. She goes through it.
Like a Harry Potter platform sort of style.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
If we're stealing from other IPs, I guess.
I was giving an example to visualize it better, okay? Oh.
But no, yeah. She's
Nemo
gone.
is now just stuck standing awkwardly in the middle of the road, unsure of how to say that he's very much feeling sorry and that he wants to apologize.
I think Maya would start to like usher everyone like, let's get out of the road before we're run over by another crazy angry grandma.
Hi. I'm Felix. These are my friends. I maybe caught that your name is Nemo.
Yeah, hi. I'm This is new to me. I don't usually have conversations with people. They tend to avoid me.
Well, it's kind of hard to avoid you when your grandmother looks like she wanted to kill us.
don't take it to heart. I'm so I didn't I mean I'm sorry. She is aggressive? No. That sounds mean. Um
She's got a
She-
strong suit of character.
yes. Thank you. Yes. That's what she has. Right. Uh you're trying to head to the college, right? Uh
Yes.
I do know the way, so I can get you to the entrance. He's
Okay.
trying his
Yeah,
best. He's trying his
let's
best.
let's
Do
let's
you
head
want
on over.
cookie?
Uh yeah, I do want a cookie. I like
Yeah.
cookies.
Do you have any allergies?
Uh you know, yes. But they're random.
They're what now?
It's like it's a gamble if I'm allergic or not to something. It's never the same thing. You know what? It's okay. I'll take the cookie.
What kind of which of the pair of the cookies are you giving to Nemo? The normal cookies or a good luck cookie?
The good luck cookie department is closed, so
Okay.
it would be a normal cookie, but Nemo can choose between raspberry white chocolate, triple chocolate chip, and maple syrup macadamia.
I think he's going to. I think he might take the chocolate. No, no, actually the maple syrup maybe. Yeah, maple syrup most likely.
Curiosity question: what flavor are the good luck cookies?
Lemon.
Lemon.
Lemon white chocolate.
Just want to know.
Because it's a yellow flavor.
Yeah, there's a cookie there if you want it, Nemo.
Yeah,
Yep.
Nemo just takes a cookie and bunches on it. Like, he's a bit stiff and awkward. He's like, he's reaching slowly as if trying not to topple the whole thing over, and takes one. And he also gives like a few crumbs to the little sparrows in his ear.
Yeah,
I
just
like
seeing
your
Nemo
little
put his
friends.
hand up.
Oh, I woke up with them this morning. They might
Oh.
not be here tomorrow. There is a possibility that maybe something else, but it's fine. I mean, it's just like yeah, it's it happens sometimes. They tend to follow me around. But they're nice. They're friendly.
You just wake up with birds on your head.
Well, it could be a lizard, or I guess there was one time when I woke up with a frog in the tub, and there was that one time when a few cats decided to just sleep in my bed, but that was when the window was broken because we had just finished the sing. So I'm rambling and I'm sorry, and we should go so we don't.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't find yourself with a horse sitting on your head.
No, but he does like the taste of my lawn.
Oh, you're an animal person. I'm a plant person.
Oh, that's nice. That's fun.
My first feat of fun time was having a foreign fossil, and suddenly it was green again.
That is really cool. I've never had a green thumb. I'm kind of, I tend to, I'm not the best with plants. You might want to, not let me touch those. But I like how they look from afar. He's just trying his best. He's like fiddling with his hands as he speaks, and
Felix is
and
also
he,
trying his best, but Felix does have a 6 charm die.
he looks like really awkward, but he looks like he's really appreciating the fact that someone is finally speaking to him.
So,
Helpless, like a helpless side eye towards Maya and Shelby.
Aw. Yeah, Nemo will try to lead the three of them to like the front.
okay.
And
Can you give me a brains check?
yes, I can. Wait, where's my D12?
because you're unlucky, I decided I'd roll a d20, see what the difficulty would be. It's 19. You would have to explode on this.
Can we give
Watch
a
me! Watch
You can-
me! Hold
You
on!
can help and spend
Watch
tokens, yeah?
me! 12! Hold up.
Hey!
I'm gonna get this right. I'm not. That is a 19 on the dot.
I mean, that'll do it. Despite the fact that it's a straight line. It's just 3 blocks down in a straight line. Your brain, Nemo, is telling you to turn left. Go left.
no.
It's left, then right, and then 3. But no, your brain at the last minute corrects itself and goes, no, it definitely is straight. I am going the right way. You do, however, notice that Felix, you're familiar. What kind of dog is your familiar?
Sparky's a golden retriever. He's the
Um,
bestest of boys.
He is the bestest of boys. He's also bestest of boys with Nemo at the moment. You notice that Sparky is doing everything in his power to pull away from you so that he can walk next to Nemo.
Nemo is doing absolutely nothing. He's just like he's not noticing.
Anyone who wants to, except Nemo, because Nemo can't be introspective of himself, can give me a brains check.
What did that person do to my dog?
My brains is good. I'm gonna do brains. Ooh, 10.
10?
It's a 9 for me.
I rolled a 12 on a d12. It's exploding,
Explodes.
and I rolled an 11. So we have a 12 and an 11 plus 2. Do you want me to roll my magic die on top of that?
Hell, why not? Yeah, we've already
It's not
smashed the
familiar.
DC.
It's a magic thingy bob. Here's the Felix d4. Patch.
Yep.
We've got the first exploding magic die.
Turn it to a D6 then.
Okay, that's a 4. So we have a 12 and then 11. So 23.
Plus the
24,
4.
25 plus 8 is 33.
3.
33.
I am gay. I know the math. And now I roll a d6 as a magic die. Wonderful.
Yep, your magic die is now a D6 rather than the D4. We are using the custom exploding magic die. Now rank up the dice for future rolls. No, I did not steal that from Dimension 20. You can't sue me. Okay. Felix. Have you ever heard of chaos theory?
Low-key, probably because Shelby told me something about it while she was trying on a new dress, and I was playing the guitar, so I was listening with half an ear, but no, not
So,
one.
we are going to play a little bit of a flashback lesson. Do you remember last season there was the whole triad, the whole speech about how magic can compress to hold a bubble together, and as long as those two forces in equilibrium with each other, then they don't collapse into each other. That's how Carlisle was
reality is a
able to
cake, we
save
get
you.
it.
Yeah, kind of not the cake per se, but as long as forces counterbalance each other, they're fine. Nemo.
Oh, wait, Nemo's bad luck is counterbalancing the affinity for pets?
No, you're kind of getting the idea. What you're seeing is Nemo is literally a black hole of bad luck and is effectively creating a bubble around themselves that is being countered. And only you see it. Because
Yeah.
you've seen this before. You've seen this twice before. You've seen this bubble happen when Carlisle was protecting all of you. Little kid Carlisle from Shelby's magic. You also saw it in the basement when Ellie forced herself out of the bars. Someone is pouring astral magic into Nemo. And it is creating a vortex that is generating bad luck.
Felix just casually strolls up to Nemo. And I'm really gonna play the six and charms. So, Nemo,
Yeah.
how's the whole thing with the astral magic getting poured into yourself and creating a field of bad luck going? Like-
Nemo sort of screeches to a halt and turns like, sorry, what now?
Basically, someone's pouring astral magic into you, and that creates a bubble of bad luck around you.
The part with the bad luck is a thing, but astral magic? I've never. I mean, I do.
Oh, sorry. Are you a coven person? Like, are you a witch?
No.
Do you people know astral magic? And that's not a mean question. Maybe you've got a different name for it.
Do I know that?
Astral studies is a thing in Magic
Okay,
Society.
yeah. He sort of gestures like a. Sort of. But he's sort of hesitant because he feels bad saying no, but he does at some point do like.
Yeah, basically, you're a bubble in a bubble, and it's canceling each other out, and that's why you're. I mean, are you unlucky? It feels like you're like there's a negative space around you, and I work with good luck potions for some of my cookies, so I kind of I get I know the metrics of it, and you feel like the negation of a good luck potion. You know what I mean? Like your bottle is not just empty, your bottle is negative space. I'm bad at talking. Maya, Shelby, help me out.
No, I get it. I mean, yeah, I have really bad luck, honestly. I mean, I can't really go out on the street without something bad happening. Like now.
Nemo,
It-
light check.
Okay. 7.
Would anyone like to help Nemo?
Yes.
You need to get him to 10.
Yes. Oh, yes.
How many do you
With
have?
what die?
I
With
have
what die?
3 exactly.
Yeah, so you need to get him to 3. So you need to spend adversity tokens to help.
I'll take it. Take mine.
I can
Take it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No,
Take
Maya's
all
there.
of mine.
Okay, Maya, you notice that when Nemo says bad luck, an air conditioning unit just above him comes loose. And
no.
you push him just out of the way in time before it smashes into the concrete.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Maybe just don't say it out loud.
Right. It's like when I talked about water, and that's no, I shouldn't have said that actually. Let's just move on before something happens. Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
Shelby, Maya, do you see it too?
I don't know what you're
No.
talking
It's
about.
like the Ellie situation.
Oh.
Now that Felix has mentioned it, you can see it. I am going to say this. Shelby,
Yes.
what you see is a distortion of reality.
Oh.
Someone is distorting reality around Nemo. Maya,
Mm-hmm.
you recognize
Yes.
this astral energy.
Oh goodness. Okay.
This energy is Carlisle's energy. Astral Carlisle's
You
energy.
know what?
But it's kind of Felix is right. It is what we were seeing with Ellie. But this is different in that it's the reverse. Carlisle's not pushing
Okay, but
energy in to make bad luck go out. He's pushing energy in to try and push the bad luck in.
Into the astral plane?
into Nemo.
Into Nemo, yes, but into Nemo or into the astral plane? Like, is
Into,
he using
can't
into Nemo.
Isn't...
Even on 33, it would be extremely difficult to work out the precise location. All you know from your collective looking at is someone's messing with reality. Carlisle is pushing some form of astral magic into Nemo, and that is trying to take the bad luck with it into this vortex. It doesn't seem to be working very well, given that Nemo is still breaking anything that they come into contact with.
Wait, so Nemo's luck would technically be even worse?
Possibly.
Oh dear. Okay.
I will say on that 33,
Weird.
Felix. You do have an experiment with you.
The good luck cookie?
I mean, you did try it with Miles. Magi can't eat good luck cookies.
Oh, right. Oh no, the poor person at the station.
Yeah.
Felix absolutely fucking forgot about that.
He saved it for later, took it home, ate it, and immediately threw up the magic.
Oh no. But he's not a witch, so
No, he
By-
was not a witch.
By that logic, he should not be able to eat the cookie.
but Carlisle is a witch.
Well, Carlisle's no longer in anything. He's a demigod now. He surpassed both witches and magi.
Okay, he was a witch.
He was a witch, yes.
Nemo, what you see is that Felix takes one of the lemon cookies off, like the closed department, looks at the cookie, looks at you.
Is something wrong?
Either this will help or it will make you throw up.
Sorry?
Either this will help or it will make you throw up.
Oh. Help with what exactly?
The bad luck.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I don't think that's easy to, just solve with a cookie. I mean, I've,
No, it's a
I've
good luck cookie.
right.
Honestly, Nemo, you should trust Felix.
I'm not saying
He
he should
knows
do
what he's
it.
doing.
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking out loud. Do
So
you do know your parents, don't you?
that that um
Oh, so subject. Sorry.
no, it's just that it's complicated. I mean, I've never met them. They've been stuck for a while in some other realm. Well, it changes the name each time. They're looking for some sort of, I don't know, artifact or something. I don't know. I haven't seen them since I was born.
Okay, so Nemo. This cookie has our kind of magic, which usually doesn't sit too well with other. Oh my god, I gave one to the man at the station.
Sorry?
I'm so stupid. Are you a witch?
No.
Then this should make you sick unless a theory I have is right. I don't know if I even have a theory, but it could make you sick.
Right.
It could also help, because if it helps, it's a good luck cookie and it will help a bit with your bad luck.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I met you like 5 minutes ago and now I'm analyzing your magical aura.
I'm
That's so impolite. I'm sorry. You must think that I'm a terrible person.
No, I mean, you're trying to help, sort of, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've never been offered help before. They usually just kind of turn the other way and, they run away. But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Nemo is going to feel like he fucked up and takes the cookie. Like he just looks like he now feels bad that he feels like he rambled and he takes the cookie. And I guess it hesitates a little bit but tries to eat it.
As you eat it, I need everyone to give me a flight check.
Oh shit. Yeah. Shit. No magic in the open. No magic in the open. Fuck. I mean, usually potions are not terribly visible.
Okay, 18.
I
What do we
explode,
gonna
and so I go further.
with our magic die?
You can have a magic time.
Hedge, I shit you not.
Make it a D8.
Okay. Okay, I'm at 10. Did I get it? Oh no. Forget my question. What can we do about Shelby?
I don't
I'm at
think
9.
9.
9? I mean, I can give my 3 tokens, I guess.
I have 12 tokens.
You, Felix, could save everyone, but you would have to burn every single one of those tokens.
Do I get the feeling that whatever happens right now will be a major fuck?
You can see Shelby start to be pulled into the vortex of that hole. As soon as that magic goes in to Nemo's body, it's like a key, and that bubble becomes a vortex.
Yeah, no,
Because
I'm burning
Shelby is the personification of reality, it has the strongest attachment to Shelby.
Oh no.
And
no.
that's
I
where the
have
strongest
3
pull is coming
adversity
from.
tokens. It's fine. You have to spend 3 less. I'll spend
And-
my 3.
Why do we have to spend? Did you give us a threshold?
The threshold is 12.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
So
You would have to pretty much spend all of yours.
okay, so I have 12. Who needs? You need 2 Agent P?
I need 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 3.
Okay, 3 for you. Shelby, how many do you need?
I'm spending 3 of my own, so I'll need 4 or 8.
Okay, 8. That means we're at 10. No, 11.
11. You'd have one left.
7.
I have 1 left, and I need 1 for my need 2 for myself because I rolled a 10. Can
That
somebody else?
I can help out with that. I have like 3 of them, so
Okay, so I am void. Nemo, what you got over the 12, right?
I got 18.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So,
Light
I
is
mean, I
one
guess
thing you
it's
must
my
forget.
vortex, you know? I mean, I guess I'm the vortex, so I don't get sucked in.
Mm. Well.
Hedge, do you remember what Felix did when the huge amount of age magic was in the air and was
Yes.
yeah? Felix
A
is
filter it out into the air and down into the
What-
plants.
what Felix is doing right now is seeing this and pulls everybody in a ginormous bear hug and pulls the energy into himself, transforming it into bioelectricity as it goes and grounding it the fuck down.
You do that, and everyone stays on this plane of existence.
Oof.
Shelby,
No more disappearing in the first episode.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
as you feel this vortex sort of swirl around you a little bit, you can hear a voice.
Not again.
Tiny whispering voice.
Open the book, Shelby.
Oh no, it's the same voice.
No!
Ah, God damn it.
Not that bitch again.
Oh, so someone found the back door.
At least make me a front door for fuck's sake.
And
Hedge, you can't run around calling drinks just the back door.
Okay, okay.
Santa. And
No.
Oh no.
Why do you do this?
you hear the voice one last time.
Oh my god.
We will all be reuniting very, very soon.
Fuck off.
Sooner than you think.
Oh.
Oh.
See you in a minute. And then it
Please
shuts.
don't tell me he's a teacher here.
I bet he is. I bet he is. Oh my fucking god.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it have hurt for Nemo? Like, is
No.
Nemo throwing up or something?
No, you oddly can eat the cookie. You
Huh.
defy every magical law that's ever been written about magi and witches.
Huh.
You can roll me a d6.
3.
You get 3 adversity tokens.
I wish I rolled
New
higher.
game mechanic. Every time Nemo eats a cookie, they can roll a d6 to gain adversity tokens. However, every time they eat a cookie, there is a 1 in 20 chance that the vortex will be open.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
Fun.
wait, did you just roll a 20 or was that just a demonstration of your GM power?
That was a demonstration of the half power of my fully operational DMing station.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Nemo was a little bit like, what the fuck just happened?
That's a good fucking question. And that's the moment in which Felix realized he's still holding onto everybody. One of those people being a total stranger.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Takes a step back, and where he stood, the ground is blackened.
There's full
Oh
blown
my goodness.
scorch marks.
Oh. Right. We were I'm sorry. I feel like this is my fault.
No.
I-
I fed you something, and you defied the laws of not gravity, but magic. I believe. I'm not good at the theory stuff. Are
That
your
doesn't-
parents both magi, or are you half witch, or is there
I-
any logical
I
explanation?
don't know. My grandmother doesn't really like my mother. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe.
I
Sure,
I
was a
thought
witch.
I thought she was a magi, since she, had me, I guess, and I'm a magi, and uh, like, I mean, my grandmother works at the guild, so if her son, he sort of gets a little bit sad because he genuinely doesn't know, and he feels a bit bad.
Maybe we should just move along for now.
Right, yes. Forward. Right. The way is forward. And he starts walking again.
We'll follow.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How? Okay. I don't. Shelby wants to get out the book. Shelby wants to get out the book.
Shelby, why?
Shelby, you open the book. It has it's just every page is just question marks. Until you get to the very last page, where it just says, "Did you really think I'd leave my answers in here?"
Maya?
Yes, Shelby.
Daedalus is a bitch ass motherfucker.
We been new.
She will just close the book and keep walking.
Nemo, you lead. You lead them to the college. entrance. This is Skyhammer Magical University. What the symbol of the university is?
I wonder what.
It's a hammer. An awfully familiar looking mythical hammer.
Lovely.
I think somebody just tricked you into walking into a trap.
I mean, it's not too late to start acting as if we were magi.
I think we'll be fine. We're gonna be fine.
How familiar will Magi be with the reality magic?
Absolutely zero.
Perfect.
Perfection.
Do they get druidism?
They have their own variants of druidism. It tends to be they call it plantomancy. But magi are more rooted in elements than abilities per se. Hence the two books that you have.
Oh, right. Nemo doesn't know that witches are not supposed to know this shit. Thank God.
There is an elevator that leads down into the college, and that is the entrance. I don't know if you're going to trust Nemo to go into an elevator.
You'd say Hedge.
Nemo is going to actually wait outside for the elevator to go down and then take the next one.
Hedge.
Oh,
Of
Yes?
anyone to go with Nemo, I think Shelby would be fine going with Nemo. She has chronomancy, she has reality warping. You'll be fine.
Hedge.
Yes.
So you're telling me that right now we are in fact taking an elevator down to the basement.
That would be the crux of it.
Cool. Cool.
lovely.
Bard has left the chat. To be fair, Nemo, this elevator will not move unless you're inside it. No matter how many buttons everyone presses, it will not go down. It refuses to budge.
Nemo
Of
steps
course it
inside.
doesn't.
Neo steps inside and he also kind of like takes out some whatever lucky charm he comes like across first. And he's trying to like sort of also hide it because he feels sheepish and he feels like it's stupid. But he feels more closure holding it in his hand than like having it in his bag. Because he's like, please, I've just started talking with people and they're not running away. He just wants a friend.
What's the
You
chance
right.
that Shelby would be it though? Is there a chance that Nemo would let them
What?
to see the charm?
Oh, I mean,
Like, do you actively try to hide it, or
yeah, he's actively trying to sort of hide it, but
Okay.
If you want, you can roll against me, I guess, or something. What do you use to hide things? Can I roll against
I would say
Shelby?
flight would be to be quick enough to hide something,
Okay.
and probably brains.
Wanna roll against me to see if you can see it?
I will have to explode on my D10, but it's fine. I will.
There is a
try.
chance that I roll low. Okay.
See, my brains isn't the biggest. I'm just good at fighting and charms.
It's not brains. It's flight, right?
It's brains for Shelby to try and
Okay.
observe what's going on, whereas you're using
Okay.
flight
Yeah.
to hide it.
Okay, no, never mind.
I got a 2.
I got a 2 as well, but I have a +1 in my magic on brains.
I have a +1 on stat.
I mean, meats is meats.
Yeah, I mean,
Shelby, you just about noticed them holding this magical charm.
Hey, is that maybe something you're fond of? Maybe.
Nemo sort of fumbles, trying to like shove it back in his bag. Like, no, it's just it's like it's not. I mean, it's just like
It's all right. It's just
And
Shelby would just get out her phone and she'll just have some trinkets. Like, you know how people used to hang trinkets on their
Mhm.
Blackberries?
Yeah.
Exactly that, with like 5 different trinkets hanging from it.
he has this like charm, which is like a combination of it's like a little horseshoe and has a few acorns attached to it. And there's like on the horseshoe there's like a 4-leaf clover. It's like it's like all smashed in one sort of thing. Trying to get most out of it. Of course he has like multiple things. Like this isn't his only charm in his bag, but this is the one he pulled out, I guess. But yeah, he does reluctantly show it, but
Are they like just charms, or are they also held up by like a necklace or something? Like, is it just a charm
no,
on a
it's like
string like
a
this, or
yeah, pretty much a charm on a string.
okay? Shelby would just try to, as practicing reality magic, make one just from thin air with one of the sparrows that is in Nemo's hair.
You to turn the sparrow into a
No,
charm?
no, just one that looks like it, not turning the animal
Oh,
actually
okay,
into a charm.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say you just do it. It's minor reality magic.
Yeah.
You can create a sparrow charm.
Oh shit. Alright, Nemo sort of stares a little bit baffled. And he blinks like his eyes are like bulging out. He blinks almost comically. It's kind of hard to see behind the hair, but yeah, he doesn't really know what to say. He's just staring.
Here you go. Take it.
He does take it like it's the most fragile thing in the world, right? Like he's trying to preserve it. And he's going to like attach that string to the string of his lucky charm, sort of. Because Nemo won't admit this to like the people in the elevator, but that's like the first gift he's ever had from like a person his age
Aw.
that wasn't his grandmother. So he's like, I'm gonna keep this.
So
He's just a baby. Right.
you attach this You all feel yourselves as you go down to the elevator, passing a magical barrier. You feel like the atmosphere change slightly as you're entering a bubble. Nemo. Honey.
Oh.
You pass out.
No.
Oh. Great. Yeah, Nemo out.
Can I roll to catch him?
Oh, it's small enough of an elevator. You can catch him. You hold on to him. The elevator comes to a halt. The doors open. And you see this absolutely ginormous college campus. There is a sun in the sky, surrounded by a bit of an aurora borealis. There is, from here, you can see like an old-fashioned college building directly in front of you. There's huge greenhouses to the west. There's a whole town, it looks like, to the one side. On the edges, on the edge of your peripheral vision in the horizon, you can see what looks like destruction. Destroyed buildings. There is a woman standing in front of you. You all have to take a slight double take. Because you could have swore this woman looks like Amanda. Thankfully, it isn't. But the resemblance is a little too uncanny. Even down to the same sort of weird dress sense of wearing slightly puffed out dresses. I forgot more of you were registering. Is your friend alright?
He just passed out when we passed the barrier.
Oh, did he pass it? Nah, I can fix that. She runs over, touches Nemo on the forehead. Nemo, you wake up.
Yeah, Nemo wakes up, stumbling a bit, and has to hold on to Felix for support. And then, when he realizes where he is and what happened, he retracts his hand and keeps mumbling apologies, like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't."
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, you just toppled over, and I thought I just wanted to catch you. I'm usually not that touchy with people.
Question for you wonderful people. First of all, you, and she looks at Nemo. Have you travelled in the astral plane before? No? Weird. Normally only people who've been to the astral plane pass out.
How come
So-
I didn't pass out?
Huh.
Anyway, welcome to Skyhammer Magical College. You have come at a great time to see the wonderful weather and the amazing campus. Please do not go to the left. The pocket dimension is still recovering. And we are trying to rebuild as quickly as possible.
Oh, the astral plane.
This college exists in a pocket between the astral plane and Olympus. We carved a space out of it. Then last year, for some bizarre reason, reality started to collapse, and that meant the bubble here started to collapse. We had a whole alchemy wing. It's gone. It
What?
just disappeared. Don't worry, we've built a new one, but the old one's gone. We're trying to expand the bubble again, but someone keeps pushing back against it.
Oh, okay. Well, lovely.
So who are you?
We're from
We, yeah, we're from Tanner.
Oh,
The three of us.
Tankians. Oh.
Yeah.
And you sort of see the thing. Look at the. I thought there would be 4 of you.
No, just
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
uh,
Maya, Felix, Shelby, Ellie.
I believe Ellie.
will be coming later.
No, Ellie was on the train with you. You left her at the station.
Didn't you wait? Didn't you say that Ellie said she didn't want to go to college this year?
She was afraid of going, but she turned up.
We lost Ellie at the station.
Yeah. She got off, and you were too busy giving him a cookie, and she looked the other way, and when she looked back, you walked off.
I
Oh, I'm
didn't
sure
know
she'll-
Ellie was
I'm-
with
I'm-
us.
I'm sure she'll find her way. She's a mean girl
She'll
in New
find
York. She'll be fine.
I'll send her a text.
We truly are the
Yeah.
most devious bastards in New York City.
In New York
We're
City.
not the
In
bad bitches, we're
New
the bad
York.
witches.
Well, look, it's fine. We can just. Oh, hang on a minute. Give me a second. What does she look like? Is she like mean girly cheerleader?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brown hair, blue eyes.
You see, this woman closes her eyes, claps her hands, and a small portal opens, and Ellie just drops out of it.
Holy fuck.
How the fuck?
Oh,
I wish I was recording.
Shelby. That is reality magic. I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Madam
No.
Yellow. I am the officially headmistress, although I'm workshopping a new title. I don't like it. And principal sounds too high schooly. I haven't come up with a new one yet. I am the only practitioner of reality magic in the known universe.
Can I roll a stealth check? To
Maya's just giggling.
Very subtly be like,
Maya's just giggling, just like.
Felix and Maya just moving their hands across Shelby's back.
yeah. Like,
Don't say it, Shelby.
Don't open the book,
"What
Shelby.
happened, Shelby?"
You see, she looks down at the book, looks down at like her clipboard, looks up again. Oh, it's you three. You're the whole reality is a cake people.
I
Wait,
don't know who
that's
told
the,
you that.
That's the
It
part
wasn't
that
us.
got to you?
That's what we're known for.
Well, look, we couldn't come up with a name for you, and the whole cake thing stuck. I think we were all hungry when we were speaking about you.
Talking about hungry, do you want a cookie?
I'd love a cookie.
You're a magi, right?
Oh no, I forego classification.
You forgo classic.
I was a witch.
And then?
Then I got bored of running the covert and decided that Amanda would probably be better in charge. Are you okay?
No.
I mean, I trained her.
I know you for 5 minutes, and you're my headmistress, and I really want to be respectful. But if you trained Amanda, you did a shit job, or she banged her head against the wall, and more than enough times to lose most of it.
Did she actually show you her ice magic?
Did you know that it's her fault that the whole reality is a cake thingy bob?
How did... Amanda can't bend reality. How did she do that?
Shortcut by mistreating a child.
Oh! So you mean that little runt is Amanda's child from the future? Well, that would kind of explain a few things. Okay. Well, welcome. I'm sure you have a bazillion and one questions. Is it any pressing ones? Shelby's like, you're wrong. I can bend reality too.
How can one?
Nemo
become-
just looks really confused by this whole conversation. He's just been
thing
sitting
is-
there like, what?
Yeah.
Shelby wants to say it. She will not say it. She doesn't have the balls. But she wants to. She will. Sometime.
How
Someday.
can
One
one
day.
forego classification?
Oh, so, fun fact they don't teach you in Olympus is actually possible for witches to become demigods.
Oh, okay, that thing, yeah.
Now, normally you have the blessing of someone from Olympus, yada yada yada. It's a complicated process and requires.
Or you just chug a bit of
gods.
ambrosia.
I found a shortcut.
So you took a shortcut?
You see that kind of mean streak a little that Amanda has just kind of flickers across this woman's face.
I'm so sorry. This is a very stressful situation for me
No,
right now.
no, it's fine. You must be Felix, right? So, fun fact. It's like munching on a cookie. These taste just like the ones we have in the cafe.
Where do you get the ones from the cafe?
I get them from Olympus.
Okay,
But
wonderful.
Maya,
Uh-huh.
Maya,
Uh-huh.
is there anything you want to tell me? For example, the reason why you
No.
got a lot of new clothes recently after we had a little discussion about not selling my cookies.
Ellie was being nice and she took me shopping.
Ellie, is that true?
Yes. Technically.
Was it with your own money, or was it with money that was your own but you earned with my cookies?
It's hard to tell where my money and cookie money, like, where the divide is. I don't have two bank accounts. Maya just puts it straight in my bank account.
Maya.
You make a lot. There's a whole part of the coven kitchen that's for baking, and the gods.
There's a
love
whole
those
pocket
cookies.
dimension now that contains those cookies.
There's a what?
You cannot blame me.
We're pretty sure they're self-replicating at this point.
No, they're not.
They're amoebas.
Look,
My cookies got to New York sooner than I did.
your cookies are on Mount Olympus.
Yeah, I know. I fed them to Hermes.
Is that why you went a bit bonkers?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm just honored to have you here. It's nice to have some competent witches. I will be honest, we don't tend to get many witches. They tend to go to Europe for the most part.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna point you to your dorms and let you get on your way. Yes, Felix.
Is there a community kitchen where I can bake some stress off?
I'm sure we can evacuate the cafe kitchen. Just
I
know
mean-
that all property baked in the kitchen is the property of the college and will be sold for exorbitant profits.
Yeah,
Repairing
sure.
the pocket dimension is not cheap.
Yeah, sure. You know what? If I'm already here and I can't even stop my cookies from turning into some financial profit for anybody, do you need somebody for the college cafe? I'm pretty good at baking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can start a franchise.
Okay, no.
Maya,
Listen, I'm all up for selling cookies, but franchise is where I draw the line.
there is a franchise of my cookies already in the astral plane.
It's not a franchise. It's a mom and pop shop, and you are the mom and pop.
Does anyone tell her that Carlisle set up a franchise?
I was hoping I was joking. He did what now?
So he realized that people get upset when they die, and the easiest way to stop them from being upset is to give them a cookie. So he came up with this offer of die and receive a free cookie. That then led to opening a cafe in the station, and then that became really successful. So he opened another one inside the Zipline network. Didn't you see it when you walked past?
No.
Is there at least my name on it anywhere, or is it just all corporate greed?
And the thinking. I mean, the L from your name is in there.
What's it called?
Just called it Astral Cookies.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Something that so goes without saying, so good they're to die for, or something like that.
Oh no. We'll get that changed. We'll get that changed. We'll talk to Carlisle. We have a lot of things to talk to Carlisle about now.
Okay. Well, your dorms are all over there. She looks at Nemo. Looks at the
Nemo.
clipboard. Goes to flick the page. All of her names that are there are just now all garbled. And all the words have been scribbled out or smudged, or like she can't read the rest of that. Like this was fine literally 10 minutes ago. How's the whole pad become smudged? And she looks back at you like, I know who you are now.
Nemo sort of, looks down at the ground. Suddenly the pavement is more interesting.
Well, we had requested a special dorm just for you that was about like 40 miles away from the main campus and had nobody around it. Just
And then
so people
reality
could see.
collapsed.
And then reality collapsed. Yes?
More so above table. Can Shelby attempt to, within those smudged names, get Nemo's name not smudged? With a little bit of...
give me a magic. Give me a brains roll.
Yeah. Those have been going well today.
And I am gonna roll to see if Madame Yellow notices.
Okay, so it doesn't explode because I rolled a 9. But I get a +1, so it's a 10.
You change it. Nemo's name becomes unblurred. You see Madame Yellow hints at eyeing the paper. Sort of picks it up, looks at it, shakes it, flips through the pages again. Huh. It fixed itself. Just for Nemo.
Weird how reality works sometimes.
Quite. Look, I'm gonna be a bit far-fetched. Do you mind looking after Nemo?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a job within your, like, you know, quest level.
Yeah.
That was very nice and very mean at the same time.
Yeah, I do pride myself on being the best. And the best at being the worst, I guess. Well, I'm bored, so I'm just gonna go. I have plenty of other people to go greet, and I'm pretty sure half the professors are probably trying to get into the fridge again.
Wait, if you're above, take a good luck cookie. You look like you could need one.
No one can bake good luck cookies. Cookies are just cookies.
Try one. Never heard of kitchen magic before?
Kitchen magic is what they tell little kids when they have their first little baking set. To
Try
tell
one.
them that she eats it, goes to swallow it, vomits it back up.
No. What? You're a magi.
But no, I
Size classification.
exactly. I'm an enigma.
Right. You're not a magi. You're just not a witch. Not anymore.
Oh, cheap parlor tricks. She just like waves her right hand, opens up a reality portal, and just walks through it, and closes it, leaving behind a tiny bit of floating paper with a map of your dorms.
Nemo looks very much guilty at the moment because he feels like, people have just been assigned to take care of him, and he's like, that's not a good way to make friends in his head, and he's like, oh no, this is not good.
No,
Okay.
you're fine. We're fine. We're gonna be great.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're headed. And Maya's gonna like look at the map and look at where the dorms are and just probably start on over there.
So my question: what do we prefer? American architecture, European?
Gay or European?
A la Paris.
Ian, I guess.
Something
Ooh.
cozy.
Something cozy, like a cottage.
I
We can
mean,
do a cottage. So here's the thing. Every dorm is a plot of land. But because we're in a pocket dimension, you can just kind of change what's there. So
I can
these,
this.
yeah, this is literally build your own dorm.
Holy shit, I can have a garden. Thank the gods. Thank all of them. Except those who are fucking up right now, but thank them all. Thank them either way.
Yeah, so you get to this empty plot of land that just has a big wooden sign in it that just has all 4 of your names. And then at the bottom, there's a little. I'm gonna roll. So it's a sign for 4 people, and it says Nemo, Maya, Shelby, Felix, and at the bottom there's a little hanging
Ellie.
sign and Ellie. And she looks and she's like, "Hang on, shouldn't I be on the main sign and Nemo be on that?" And how did they have time to change that so quickly?
They're magi, don't question it. But on the plus side, Ellie, I mean, we're not mean girls. You're not mean and I'm not a girl. But we know a way of making a lot of people here very, very sick.
We just feed them your cookies.
We feed them magic cookies.
I don't want to be that person. You left me. I was on a
You weren't paying
bus
attention.
heading to Grumplecore Gnome College. I didn't know where I was going.
Ellie.
It's New York.
It was going to Wisconsin.
Oh no.
You left us!
It's fine. It's
What
fine.
in the
have-
gaslight?
We had to ask a stranger. I had to talk to strangers to get directions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, just so how do we get our house? Where's my condo? Like, I could really do with a penthouse right now.
We're sharing a room.
What?
Yeah. So get your ass inside,
There's nothing there, Maya.
and maybe I'll let you choose the bed first.
Is Maya okay? Did they dink their heads? It's empty.
I want a garden.
A bed will show up.
As you say, a bed will show up. A single bed just materializes on the plot of land.
There. Like, there you go.
Oh. You see, she like goes into her like bag and pulls out a notebook, like an art book, and a pen. Like, we're gonna just draw it. So Felix wants a garden
And a tree to hug.
and a tree. Okay. Look, tell you what. Why don't we all go through this, and then once we've got a finished design, we'll just magic it to life. It's like passes everyone the notebooks. Just draw what you want. Yes? Have a think.
Okay.
And maybe we come with a really nice house.
A kitchen, a small library, 2 bathrooms, probably 3 bathrooms. Ellie, you need some time in a bathroom in the morning.
Mm.
And
Cozy mattresses and cozy blankets.
Yeah.
And a
Hang mats.
you see that like Ellie's thinking, and she's like, "Oh, I know the perfect place." And she puts her fingers to her temples like she's trying to do magic. And behind you, a replica of the Coven household appears. It has a garden, a kitchen, a basement. It has numerous hubby holes. And the best part is, no one has Amanda's office.
I love that.
No. We are not patriarchs. No, we are not the weird witches. Mm-mm.
I mean, we can change the color. I think it reminds me of home. Actually,
You know
no.
what, that's fair.
If I was thinking of home, and you sort of see the whole thing just disappears, and a 17-bedroom manor house
Okay, let's not.
He is
Let's
not.
not. Let's
Like-
go back.
There's a statue in the middle, which is a fountain, and it has carved embellishments of their parents and a younger Aaron and a younger
Can
Ellie.
I want to see, like, Nemo might try to take the notebook and try to finish like the drawing to make like a small, like the small cottage, and sort of write on the corners like specifications for it. He's not writing anything for himself, he's just using what he heard from other people though. Like, so he's trying to make the cottage because he doesn't really need much.
Yeah. You create a cozy little cottage, which is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It has all the amenities everyone's asked for, and it has its own basement, which serves a similar function to the Coven basement, in that it can be anything you want it to be.
Ooh.
Just close the door, say what you want it to be, open the door, and it is.
It's our
We live in a
unruly
TARDIS.
requirement.
And
you have
I
a
can
big
wait.
garden.
I can say TARDIS. There was already Doctor Who in the 2000s.
Yes. You're fine. But yeah, you have your own snazzy little cottage. The only person that's not happy is Ellie, who thinks that cottagecore was so 2000, and that this is we're supposed to be getting in with the times.
I mean, you can make your room look whatever you want on the inside.
Oh, okay. Yes, that. I don't know, guys. This feels weird. I mean, Is he Ellie like scratches her head, and is just like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I should be happy to be here.
What are you missing?
My brother?
Well, that's one
fair.
thing we can't regret here.
Although, and you see she turns around, gives you the notebook, and starts running towards the main campus, just like shouting, Madam Yellow! Madam Yellow!
No.
Honestly, at this point, we should just let her dig her own grave.
Not gonna lie, I love her, but like at this point, it would. I'm thinking about getting her a body pillow of her brother, and Dr. Freud
feel like
would
that
be
would be
so
weird.
happy about this.
Can't we just give her our own tower or something?
Yeah. Princess, do you want a tower?
Tower?
Yeah.
I'll take a tower.
Cool. And thus, Ellie shall be known as Princess.
You just see at the back of the plot, just a princess's like Rapunzel-like tower appears.
Oh, I thought connected to the house, but
Oh, it's separate. You can't hook a tower to a cottage. Plus, she wants to be separate from everybody else. She hates the cottage. Shelby has that evil thought of like, looks like a Rapunzel tower. What if I took away the door?
She won't just yet.
Yeah, Ellie runs in and looks at all of her amenities and is like, "Oh, they have Wi-Fi here." And with that, I think we're gonna end on, and they have Wi-Fi here.
Door shut.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. I hope everyone had fun. Getting back into this again.
Ay, ay, ay.
I am really, really happy to have Bryce with us. And have Nemo, who is our our new walking doomsday clock.
Can't wait to use the back door to get the Daedalus again.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, we're back, baby. Thank you so much for watching and being with us. It's been so much fun to play with everyone again. And I do love. I've been spending this whole time looking at the overlay, and I've just been looking at the art. And that's all I've been looking at most of the stream. Is just the art on the ticker.
Aw, yo.
We will be back next Tuesday. Don't forget, Monday we have our Hunter game. We couldn't do it this week because we had some unexpected last-minute illness. But we have our London special, which I'm really looking forward to. Aside from that, we'll be here next Tuesday. We'll see how long it takes for Shelby to try and kill Ellie. I give it maybe half an episode.
That's ambitious.
And-
That's ambitious.
That's ambitious. I give it the intro.
Hey
Until
everybody,
then-
I'm playing Shelby and I'm here to kill Ellie.
Hi, I'm playing Shelby, and I locked Ellie in my basement. She's decapitated and will no longer be able to walk on her tower.
It got so done so fast.
Look, Shelby's gonna Shelby. We will be back next Tuesday. Until then, look after yourselves, be safe, and good night. Bye.
Bye.